Hey Marie, where are we headed?
Newport RV Park in Rhode Island.
We'll bring you back when we get there. There we are, Newport RV Park. We have made it to our site at the Newport RV Park in Rhode Island. So here's our site. First we got the flag out. And you can see we are in site 219. We have water, we have sewer. See, the electric is 50, 30, or 20. And it also has cable. So we backed in. See, I left a little room to get through because of the electric on this side. I did angle the truck. I had enough room to leave it straight, but then it'd be difficult to get stuff out, so I just angled it. And then you can see over here on the fun side, it's stoned in. We put the mat down because of Phoebe. The awning out because there might be a little bit of rain. Got the chairs out. Picnic table we'll put on the edge here to hold the mat in case it rains. We do have some firewood. Here is our fire pit in the back corner. So this is our site at the Newport RV Park. What do you think, Marie?
Looks comfy.
We'll see how we do. Gonna explore Rhode Island. Of course, we're sleeping in Rhode Island, so you know what that means. We can put another sticker on the map. Here is Rhode Island. It's that little dot. And that little dot goes right there. That's as good as it's gonna get there with me. But now we got it all but Georgia for the East Coast. We're working our way over. So first impression is a pretty nice park. Especially when you consider how small Rhode Island is, you know, and how expensive property is. So we'll check it out. Sites are pretty wide. There's 117. They all seem like they're full hookup. You can see these are bathrooms up here. There's Phoebe's checking it out. They got individual restrooms. And you can see toilet, sink, and a shower. It's your own private setting. So there's a number of different sections in the park, but it's the main drag is one way. Another site 102. Nice yard in the back here. This is a big site here. That's 202 over there. It looks like the 100s are in the interior loop, and then the 200s the exterior loop, and the other categories have separate areas like 300 and 400. So this is the F section, and these look like they have electric, cable, and water, and sewer. They do have a little patio and a built-in fire pad. These are the F series sites. Over there you see the Airstreams that you can rent. Here you can see some of the tent sites that they have. And then back in here you can get smaller rigs. It looks like they do have full hookups back here. Site 216, pretty big. So back here where site 214 is, a very nice site by the way, there's a section for 304 to 310. So these sites back here are back in for larger rigs. I'd imagine if you had a group coming together, maybe 5 or 6 rigs all traveling together, this would be a good section where you could book them, the sites side by side by side by side. So you can see it. It's pretty wide. And then you can see the various rigs that are here. So this is on the bottom corner. Campground is kind of set up like spokes. Like the main drag all the way around, and then there's some spokes off of it that have these other little camping areas. Alright, so the only section we really didn't get to sample is 400. We'll head there now. So here we see 416 and 432 that way, 400 to 415 this way. And these are large open sites. Of course, right there's a trail manor. They're very interesting rigs to me. But this is a very open area. And you can see these are large back-end sites. There's another one of my favorites, the R-Pods. Maybe when the grandkids don't come camping with us anymore, we'll drop down to something like that. We have some more large pull-through sites over here. You're going to get very familiar with that particular rig, because if you watch the channel, you see we camped quite a bit with the Hoffmans and the Hams. And the Hams had a 29 Greyhawk, and they switched it up for this Winnebago Vista. So they went from a Class C to a Class A. So this is their new rig. And they do have a little library here. I'm going to head on there. There's the laundry room. I have a change machine. And you can see, got a washer and dryer. Looks like it's $2 to wash, $1.50 to dry. So reasonable. Here's the office, and also it's a little store. There's their hours, 9 to 5. So here you can see they have the essential stuff for the store, and this is where you would check in. There's the late check-in box. Here is their pavilion. So it looks like they'll have some events, maybe on the weekends. And looks like got some cold drinks here. You can rent the Airstream. You want to stay in an Airstream and test it out. They do have a pump out station, and they do sell wood. Trash and recycling is over here. Yellow is recycling, the other two are trash. And they do have propane available if you need propane. Have some pretty extensive playground equipment. 1, 2, couple slides, separate slide over here. Got like a little climbing wall here. Got some swing sets, swings for the little kids, and then some climbing apparatus. A couple more slides here. Some tables for the adults to sit down when the kids are playing. Little car to bounce around on, and then another smaller unit over there, and of course got a little T-Rex over there to ride. So this used to be called Melville Ponds Campground before they changed the name to Newport RV Park, which is more closely related to where it's at. So if someone's searching for something in Newport, it'll come up with the new name. Now right next to the campground is a really nice dog park. So we'll check it out. Very nice. It's a nice park. There's a skunk right there eating Phoebe's food. So the night ends with a non-Tim Hoffman fire. Well, I want to talk a little bit about the Newport RV Park. Now this park is on Rhode Island, and the reason we went there was to take tours of the Gilded Age mansions that the Preservation Society manages and maintains. So you can get a pass to see all of their museums. This park has really nice sites. They have open sites and they have wooded sites. They have pull-throughs and back-ins. They also have 3 Airstream campers that you can rent like an Airbnb. As far as amenities, there's a playground there. They have laundry, propane, a dump station, a little book exchange, a camp store. There's a dog park right nearby. They do not have a pool, but it didn't bother us because we were busy checking out the stuff we wanted to see. The campground is very clean. The people that work there are super friendly, and we would definitely go back to this campground. There's plenty of places to eat nearby. Every restaurant we went to had great food at reasonable prices. There's an ice cream truck, as you saw in the video, that comes through the campground that makes fabulous banana splits. Pete's ice cream truck. So we enjoyed hearing the ice cream truck at about 6:30 or so, 7 o'clock. It would roll through the campground and everybody get their ice cream. So that was nice. As you saw, we did have one unwanted visitor, a skunk. We had Phoebe's food down, and that skunk was probably used to seeing dog dishes down on the ground and knew there would be food in there. So he wandered over during our time at our fire and was investigating. He did scurry off when he saw us move around. So that was the end of keeping the dog food down. We did not want to do that. As far as things to do, there's trolley tours, there's the mansions you can tour, and they have a bunch of music festivals up there. While we were there, I believe it was the folk festival that was going on. So there's a couple different music festivals, and you can stay there, and it's easy access from the campground to those locations. There's also a really nice car museum that's owned by one individual. It's his collection, his personal collection of cars, and it's fabulous. You'll see in a subsequent video the trolley tour and mansions, and also the car museum. Now, you're allowed to videotape inside the mansions for personal use, but not for professional use. So I could not use pictures and video inside the mansions in that video, so it's just the exterior shots that I could use. But it is well worth it. I think we paid $70 a piece for a pass from the Preservation Society to go through 7 of the mansions. Now there's more than 7, but not all of them are owned by the Preservation Society, so you can look and and find some additional mansions and pay for them separately. But that preservation pass is well worth it. We really enjoyed our time up there, and I wouldn't mind going back. It's really a neat area. So with that, we'll wrap this up. Look, if you enjoyed this video or it helped you, consider subscribing to the channel. It's free. It helps me out a lot. Also, ring that bell. You'll be notified every time I put up a new video, and give the video a thumbs up. That helps it be seen by a wider audience. But more important than all that, go have some fun out there. Hey, thanks for watching.